Hello and welcome to another episode of Pensacola Habitat for Humanity on Blab TV. I'm Ben Boynton, Communications Manager at the affiliate. We've got a jam-packed episode for you guys today, some really exciting ways for you to get involved with our mission later. But we're going to start first with probably one of the most exciting things that we've ever done in my time with the affiliate, and that's this brand new program in partnership with Escambia County called Pathways to Homeownership. And to talk about this program, I decided to bring on a frequent flyer of the program. That's Vice President of Programs, Betsy McDonald from Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
Hi.
Betsy, hello.
Hello.
And one guest just wasn't enough for us, so I decided to bring a second friend along, and that's Clara Long, the Director of Neighborhood and Human Services with Escambia County. Clara, it's great to have you on the show.
Great, good to be here. Thank you.
So I'm going to mostly let these two ladies who have been really forefront of the charge of this exciting new program, which is going to bring 14 new affordable homes to our county that you can apply for right now if you're watching at home, and we hope you do so. But to get things started, Clara, maybe you could talk to us a little bit. How did this partnership between Escambia County and Pensacola Habitat for Humanity kind of come together to sell these homes?
Absolutely. So when we started this journey for infill housing with the county, the board allowed us to, build a plan and come with the plan. And then thereafter, we started with some home dollars that we had available. And we started with the project with Northwest Florida Community Housing Development Organization, which is funded under Habitat for Humanity. And so there was 4 houses that we went into partnership with. And so thereafter, there was 10 more homes that were built with other funding sources. And then we knew that we had to get these homes to eligible buyers. So we put a solicitation out there, and Habitat won the solicitation. And so here we are today, partnering with them to sell these beautiful 14 homes that we built. Yes.
And Betsy, obviously, the name of our game is, of course, affordable housing.
Absolutely.
So this made perfect sense for us to jump on.
Yeah, it was absolutely the perfect partnership.
Yes.
Claire and I have talked about that from the beginning. It just made so much sense for us to partner and really execute on this vision that the board had to bring 14 new, amazing, beautiful homes to the market and to our community, especially during this time when homeownership has just become incredibly expensive, especially for our buyers within our target demographics. They're priced out of the market. There's not that entry-level home.
Right.
And we're so proud and honored to be a partner in this. And it's allowed us to grow closer and play to one another's strengths, right? Which I think is just what makes it so strong and powerful.
Absolutely. And we've had a lot of followers too.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We started this project back in 22, and we've had followers since then.
Absolutely.
And that's been great.
Yeah, so we're standing on the shoulders of some giants to deliver this product. It's been a real labor of love and effort and energy, and we're about to bring this to a landing.
Yes,
I'm so excited too. It feels good to nearly be there.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
Now, folks, we're here talking about these homes, and you're probably like, this sounds awesome, but let's hear about the homes, right?
Right.
So what can you ladies tell me about the homes that are available through this program?
Yeah.
Okay, so these 14 homes are located in the city of Pensacola jurisdiction, and a couple of them on B Street.
Yeah.
We have some on Gonzalez, F Street, G Street, but we'll show those homes and addresses shortly. But they are locally, and it's easy transportation going to downtown and easy access out on Cervantes. I think the location that
amazing.
were amazing, and they are easily accessible.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about them. And they were built for these families, and they are very nice. If I had to choose a home, I would buy one of those homes.
Oh yeah, I've already driven by and decided which one I wanted. They're all so beautiful, energy efficient.
Yes.
So we have both 3 and 4 bedroom floor plan models. And all that information's on our website. So that's PensacolaHabitat.org/Escambia County Homes.
Yes.
It's where they can see all the locations.
Yes.
There's a great map and tells them the square footage and the bedroom and bathroom size. So definitely want to encourage folks to check out our website to see exactly the locations and get excited because they're in choice prime locations.
Yes.
They really are. I a little bit of peek behind the curtains here. I took the photos of the exteriors, and every time I came to a new house, I was like, I don't know, is this one my favorite?
Yeah.
really
I
are
know.
beautiful homes, and we can't say enough. These locations are just prime locations.
And this is truly a once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to purchase at this affordable price in these locations.
Absolutely. And they look custom built. That's the good thing about them. And they energy efficient, as Betsy stated. And I'm telling you, these are one of the best products we put out there.
Now, people that are familiar with our programs know that we often have like a sweat equity portion and some classes that we have to take, but this is a separate program.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Ben. So it's an entirely separate program from our traditional Pensacola Habitat homebuyer program. There are no sweat equity requirements. Folks also only need to attend one 8-hour workshop, and that's a pre-purchase workshop that's required as a part of the SHIP funding source for down payment assistance. They'll get that shiny and pretty certificate they need in order to access those down payment assistance funds, which are a requirement and critical to making these homes affordable.
Absolutely.
So yeah, they'll need to attend that workshop, but we're going to worry about that later because we want to talk about the criteria and how folks start that application. So on our website, we have a ton of resources, including a documentation gathering checklist that folks should be working on now, right? Absolutely. So go and the first step is to talk to a SHIP approved lender, and the SHIP approved information for lenders is on the county's website.
There's a list on the county website.
There also is a list on the Pensacola Habitat website as well. For them to identify and start working with, a couple of lenders to determine if they can get pre-qualified for a minimum of $150,000. Right. So that's step one, is to really do that pre-qualification with a lender of their choice, which is again different from the Pensacola Habitat program, right? So definitely want to go ahead and start working on that piece. And then also folks have to be a first-time home buyer. Yes. So they cannot have owned a home in the last 3 years. Right. Additionally, be at or below 80% of area median income. And a lot of times folks are like, well, what's that number? Absolutely. So we're going to provide that information with a chart so you can see it is based on household size, and that's total gross household income. Right. And that chart is also, of course, available on our website as a resource as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and like Betsy keeps saying, our website makes it really easy to figure out how to apply. There's a checklist of all the steps that you need, all the documentation that you need.
Absolutely.
Because these homes are first come, first served.
Yeah, yes. They're going to go quick, right? Because we talked about the hot locations. Yes. They're beautiful homes. We know they're going to go fast. So folks should definitely jump on that application into the portal. So they can get there from our website or apply.pensacolahabitat.org as well. So there's 2 ways to get to the portal.
And we do have that link on the county website as well at myescambia.com. So they can go onto that website. It populates, and once they click the link, it goes right to Habitat's main site where they can apply.
Perfect.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
That's awesome.
So.
And yeah, this is truly just a natural partnership between our organization and the county. We've worked together a lot on projects throughout the years, but this just really came together so perfectly for us to have this opportunity. We're all invested in providing more affordable homeownership opportunities to the residents of our county. And it just is so perfect for us to be able to come together on this special project and provide beautiful quality homes.
Yeah.
Just outstanding opportunities for folks in the community to really, like Betsy said, like these are locations, styles, things that maybe you feel priced out of, but not through this program.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Incredibly fortunate and lucky to have such an amazing partner with Escambia County, and I'm looking forward to future projects together as well.
Absolutely. I think there's
more to come.
I think there's more to come because the county is committed to becoming, providers of affordable housing solutions, and whatever it takes. The partnership is great. We can't do it alone. So we're definitely excited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, we're going to repeat it ad nauseum, but PensacolaHabitat.org/Escambia County Homes is where you can find information on these homes, all the application steps, everything that we've talked about in this episode here so far. You can find that all online. The application is entirely online as well. So you can sit down, create your account, and then breeze right through.
Yeah, in about 30 minutes, folks should be able to get through that application. And if they need assistance, they can contact our office to request an appointment at 850-434-5456 to make an appointment to meet with our program staff to get that application submitted in the portal.
Yes.
Absolutely. So we look forward to seeing a lot of applicants here. And again, like we said, first come, first served. So if you're thinking about it, just fire off your application. Go ahead. That's the first step in being able to kind of select which home you would like that's available. and getting into that process. So definitely, we encourage you, go online, check it out. Maybe you're not looking for a home, but you know someone that is, share it with them.
Absolutely.
This is a truly unique opportunity, like we've said, where you can really come away with a beautiful home.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit more about that checklist portion of what do folks need to have ready to apply for these homes, and what can they bring to the table when they're starting their application?
Yeah, that's a great question, Ben, and one we definitely want to make sure we can answer in advance so folks can start being prepared and get those documents together. So there is a document checklist available as a resource on our website that lists all of the things that they need to have in order to be able to successfully submit that application on the first go.
Correct.
Which we know, we've talked about the locations, there's only 14 homes. We know that folks are gonna need to be ready as soon as possible on day one.
Absolutely.
So the first thing is going to be a PDF copy, and that's a file type. So we wanna make sure that folks are uploading clear and legible documents. That's a requirement of the program, because if we can't read or review the documents clearly, or something's cut off, we can't fully verify that that information is correct and valid. So we want to make that clear first, but they will need that copy of the pre-approval letter from the SHIP approved lender. And that's listed as the first document. It is the most important one. They'll also need to get a picture of their driver's license for the applicant. If they have a co-applicant, clear and legible, just like Social Security cards for all members of the household. We know that's really important because they might have misplaced a Social Security card, but we'll need a clear and legible copy of that Social Security card as well. In addition to 6 months bank statements, if they are using Cash App or Venmo, that's one that folks don't normally think about, but if you're transferring money in and out of that Venmo or Cash App account, we'll need to see 6 month statements, and those can be a little tricky to get sometimes. So if you need help or you get stuck, be sure to call our office at 850-434-5456 to get help and assistance for downloading those Cash App and Venmo or other, financial accounts like that, especially those apps that people are using. And all the document list is going to be in its entirety to completion on the website at pensacolahabitat.org/Escambia County Homes, so that folks can go ahead and gather those documents and be prepared on day one. So we want to make sure that folks are empowered to understand exactly what they need, right? We're kind of demystifying the application process so folks aren't frustrated or confused whenever the program and application portal does launch.
Yes, and get those documents together. Application opens May 7th, 8 a.m. online. Again, that application portal opens May 7th at 8 a.m. So get your documents together. Thank you.
And like we keep saying, folks, it's a first come, first serve program. So we don't know yet if you need to necessarily apply right when it opens, but better safe than sorry, right?
Right, absolutely.
You don't want to miss this opportunity because you wait. So definitely gather your documents as soon as you can. Get them all uploaded. The application process, really about a 30-minute process. It can be completed in if you come prepared. And we've really tried to help folks figure that out with the application checklist. All these resources on our website and on the Escambia County website as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to make sure that we are supportive as possible throughout this. We're here as a resource, as a support. I've been talking to applicants for several days and weeks now leading up to it, making sure everyone just has full clarity and understanding about what they need. So use the resources that are available on the website. They're there to help you. Leverage our team at Pensacola Habitat, the county staff. I know you have been incredible at making you and your staff available during this process. Because again, we really want to support potential home buyers and make sure that folks have a great opportunity and they can seize that opportunity.
Absolutely.
So, we're really excited.
Thank you.
It's going to be a great program. We have a lot of great applicants coming. Really just, again, beautiful homes, great opportunity. You're not going to find deals like this on the market the way that it is today. So definitely jump on this. Remember, pensacolahabitat.org/Escambia County Homes. That's where you're going to be able to find all the information. There's also a link on the county website as well. And that's how you're going to be able to jump on this opportunity. Thank you, ladies, very much for joining me. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Clara. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some ways that you can get involved with our organization as your corporate group, or some opportunities for corporations to really support our mission.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
Fostering a pet for a friend or neighbor can keep families together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for volunteering at the Pensacola Habitat Restore today. Your time and dedication will help people save money, find quality items, and help Pensacola Habitat for Humanity serve the community. We couldn't do what we do without you, so thank you.
Elmo's daddy taught him that when he has a big feeling like being frustrated, humming a song can help you feel better. Love your mind.
This is my first home I've ever owned. It's the home that I want my son to grow up in. It's just something I want to keep in the family and build on.
For us, it's more than just the walls. It's more than even the affordable mortgage. It's redemptive for us to have this house. It's changed our life, and I wouldn't change it for anything.
It's really hard to change the world, but it's really easy to change your neighborhood. The legacy that you help us leave will be generational. It's truly a noble mission.
And welcome back to Pensacola Habitat for Humanity on Blab TV. I'm Ben Boynton, Communications Manager. We just heard from Betsy McDonald and our friend Clara from Escambia Housing about our awesome new Pathways to Homeownership program with Escambia County. That's a great partnership that we have here at Pensacola Habitat for Humanity. So I thought, what better segment to follow that than with other ways that partners in our community can get involved with our mission and support us. So there's only really one man for that job, and that's Andrew Rhodes, the Director of Development at Pensacola Habitat. Andrew, welcome to the show. This is your first time, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. So, like I said, we have a lot of ways that folks in the community can get involved. Obviously, people know that they can volunteer, they can apply for our programs, but we have a lot of different ways that corporations, companies, organizations, groups can get involved in supporting our mission as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
So let's just go ahead and highlight a few of those. So we're going to start with the easiest way that folks can engage with us, and that's really just by kind of being an advocate for us and a voice for what we offer in the community, but especially with your company or your organization. So Andrew, what are some ways that folks at home can kind of go into work the next day and empower their staff or their coworkers?
Absolutely, yeah. So what's unique about us is everybody looks at what they can do to help us, but they never think that we can help them. And so actually, we've been working with a lot of employers in the area and letting their employees know about our program. So you may have employees at your company, you may have coworkers that could apply and qualify for our program. So the first thing is you can help us by participating and getting somebody to be a homeowner. So we focus on not only affordable housing, but also workforce housing. And so it's our mission to support all of the folks in the community. And a lot of people don't think that they would be a candidate. So we encourage them to share that with their employees, get on our website and see the qualifications. And you could very well qualify and become a homeowner through our program. So that's the first thing you could do.
Absolutely. That's such a good point, Andrew, is folks don't realize that a lot of our homeowners are teachers. They work at banks, they're healthcare workers, they're on the police force, they're everyday workers, just like you or me, that qualify for our programs and have an opportunity to create an affordable housing solution for themselves and their families. We also, I believe we could even go to an employer if they really have feel like there's an opportunity there for us to help their staff and talk a little bit about our mission.
Yeah, if they reach out to us, we can do something custom. We do flyers, we can come out one-on-one. and meet with them. And so we'll do whatever we can to share the message with them, whatever works for y'all. So just get in contact with us, and then we'll come out there and work with your employees and go from there.
Absolutely. So let's say that I'm watching at home and I'm like, that's awesome, and I'm going to do that, but I'd like to get more hands-on, like maybe come out and participate in some of our mission in action. What are some different ways that companies and teams can do that?
Yeah, we're best known for that. And I think people, when they think about volunteering at work, they think Habitat for Humanity, which we love. And people really do enjoy coming out there and doing that. And so it helps us. It helps keep houses affordable. It gets people involved in our ministry and what we're doing and what we're our mission. And then it also helps team building. When I was working at another company, I volunteered at Habitat, and we talked about it for years. I mean, we got to put siding on houses. We framed the house. We did all things. So it really empowers people, and people don't think they could do it, but once they get out there and they work with our crews, you got people out there with the saws and hammers and all those things, and they're loving it. By the end of the day, they feel empowered, and they want to go home and do the same thing. So it's really, really cool to involve your employees and make a day of it. Come out there, work on one of our houses, and your team will really, really enjoy it.
Absolutely. And we also, what a lot of people don't know, but we've started to see a little bit more of, is our restore. Also can take teams of people. So especially, if maybe you're not so sure about the build site, but maybe you've got a couple handy people or people that just want to give back. We've had corporate groups come out to the restore and help assemble furniture, get that on the floor, which is a huge lift on our restore team, and is an air-conditioned way.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Is sometimes people in summertime especially, they're not really eager to get out there in the sun, and so if they can come to our air-conditioned and put furniture together, and all of the things that are sold at the restore directly impact our ministry, our mission, and so that helps us purchase a home through that program. So that's just helpful to do that.
That's right. And if anybody out there is interested in these volunteer opportunities, the way to do that, you can reach out to our volunteer services staff, email volunteer@pensacolahabitat.org, or you can visit our website, pensacolahabitat.org/volunteer, in order to get in contact with our volunteer team, who does a great job empowering these groups and teams, with anywhere from no experience to great experience to come out and help make a difference. We also offer, specifically, if you want to really support one of our special build initiatives, Andrew, we have a couple opportunities for that as well.
Yeah, we launched a Pride Build last year. We're going to host it again in June. We have a Women Build, which is one of our signature events. We've done it for over 10 years, where we have women come out. A lot of teams, people will join a team. A lot of times it's the company team. They'll come out there. It's a lot of fun. I mean, they really, really get into it. And then we have an executive build in November that we'll share some more details about later. But they're special builds. It's a good time to see people that have similar interests get out there and do something that really, really impacts the community. So it's really good. It's a very exciting thing. And I guess a good segue is, with all these builds that we have, there's a lot of opportunities. If you're not one that wants to go out and do a build, you can support the build through in-kind things, as much as like you can provide lunch or breakfast at these builds and come out there and see everybody, and they're really, really excited to see you. We've had Chick-fil-A, we've had a lot of different restaurants come out there and supply that, and people are very excited. That's the the time people look forward to is the meals on the thing. So you can come out there and do that.
In-kind donations, whether it's maybe lunch for a build. We have events like our gala where we accept in-kind donations of unique items or experiences. Maybe, again, you don't want to come out to the build site or you can't make it, but you maybe have a spa package to share that can help us raise money for our mission. Just different ways that you can get involved beyond just volunteering if that's not really your speed. You also have a way you could sponsor some events and projects. Andrew, if you want to briefly touch a little bit about what that opportunity looks like.
Sure, yeah. You can sponsor a home if you want. If your business is able to do that, you can sponsor a home. You could do a critical home repair project. We do projects for disabled veterans. We do things for older adults. Those projects could be sponsored through your company. We do revitalization projects. And those, when you sponsor an event like that, you get signage at the event, social media, press releases. So it'll benefit you as well to be seen in the community, and your employees will see that you're really giving back to the community. So it's a really, really positive thing that you can do.
Absolutely. And then to take it even a step further, actually, before I do that, Andrew, I'd be remiss if I didn't share how people can get involved in the sponsorship opportunities. They can email you Rhodes at PensacolaHabitat.org. You'll see that at the bottom of your screen. You're the first step for all of that. But let's say that I really want to commit to this mission, and I maybe have a larger business. I collect a lot of, sales tax. I pay a lot of sales tax during the year. Is there perhaps a program that I could use to help support our mission?
There is. Yeah, so the state of Florida's got a really interesting program. They started in the 80s where they allow businesses to, if they make a certain number, to direct those sales tax dollars to affordable housing. And they'll get 100% refund on those things. So any business that makes over $120,000 in sales tax, they can earmark that for affordable housing. And so those dollars will go directly to Habitat to help with our mission. So there's a little bit of paperwork involved, but essentially any business that's incorporated in Florida that collects over $120,000 in sales tax can be involved. We take care of all the paperwork. We handle all the relationships with the state and all that. We'll take it for you. But we have a really, really good relationship where we have lots of businesses in the area that have sponsored us over the last decade. I'll just mention a few. We have car dealers, Sandy Sansing, Alan Turner, the hotels, Innisfree, who has several hotels around town, the Fish House, McDonald's, Ascension Sacred Heart, Sanders Manufactured Housing, Jeans Floor Covering, Waterboys, Grocery Advantage. They've all come to us and they've helped sponsor a whole home. And it's been really, really fantastic. And a lot of them will bring their employees out and volunteer on the work site as well. So not only are they giving us $120,000 that'll go towards that house, their employees are out there volunteering, doing some sweat equity for that house as well. So it's a win-win because it doesn't cost them anything to do it, but it's a huge impact for us.
Absolutely. Andrew, thanks for sharing all those opportunities. Again, you can reach out to Andrew at Rhodes at PensacolaHabitat.org to get your organization involved at whatever level, or maybe all of them if you're adventurous. That'll about do it for our episode here today. Thank you to Betsy, Clara, and Andrew for joining, and we'll see you next time.